Father. And nothing I say will bring him back.
Really?
Excuse me, my good man.
Huh.
That is Silvio Caruso.
You there. Go see what the hell that was. All right.
Thank you, Father.
Next up, Francesca
Hey, pal,
Santos.
don't make me call somebody. Just take off.
Hey, good to see you, man.
Forgive me, Father, for...
Hey, ever heard of knocking?
Huh? Huh?
Hey, you're not just gonna...
Yeah, you're not supposed to be here, so would you mind just splitting?
Too warm again. Oh.
Okay, let's take it from me, my friend. Stay off the tuna.
This is a private area, buddy.
There was a dead rat under my bunk. Ah, good.
I made a mistake.
What? What?
Excuse me. Looks like you dropped something.
Okay, bathroom. Where's the bathroom?
Oh. Hey, what are you doing? Keep your distance.
Oh.
Hey, pick that up. What are you, 5 years old?
That's like a 2-hour drive. And when I get here, they tell me I don't have the nurse, that the ward's been closed down.
What? church today.
One of the
Hey, you better not be one of them drug fiends looking to sell your
lab
perfect
coats?
formed ass for
Jeez.
cash.
Thought that lot was agnostic.
Hey, are you, There's nothing we can do. Get a total some kind of trouble, man?
Greetings, Father.
Say what?
Hey, where are you? Rocco! Rocco! Bloody broken record. You need to get down here now! Relax.
Chef.
Jeez.
What?
Oh,
You.
Huh.
Yes, you.
Wow.
Find out what that was. Will do.
Target down. Next up, Francesca DeSantis.
Where'd that come from?
Man, we might have a situation.
You can't.
church today.
One of the lab coats? Jeez. Thought that lot would be enough.
Piece of junk. Damn it. Of course.
Chef Marcello Ray has hired...
Oh, yeah, sorry. Look, I'm Buddhist. Plus, I'm late for work. Excuse me, but it really freaks me out when people stand too close to me. Mind taking a couple steps back?
See what that was. Got it.
Target down. Next up, Francesca DeSantis. Ether's field lab. The virus prototype will be close by. Look for some type of quarantine unit. Virus destroyed. One target remaining.
Why are you sneaking around like this? What's wrong with you?
That is Francesca DeSantis.
What the?
Hey, hey! You're...
What? Huh?
Hey, buddy, you dropped something.
Oh, dear. Oh, I'm about to toss a sidewalk pizza.
Ooh.
Oh. Take it from me, my friend. Stay off the tuna. How are you, sir?
And when I get here, they tell me I don't have clearance, that the morgue's been closed down.
What? Ether? I mean, having a private company close down is safe. Make way!
Excuse me, I think you dropped something.
Dear Fresh Floors, we've been using your
Really?
product on our lacquered floors.
Jesus.
Really? Probably someone to look at you. What?
Typical.
Another one at church today.
One of the labs?
Say what?
Hurry up! Like your first day.
I should have just gotten out of bed and shot myself this morning.
Ether Security's in the dark about the incident. A few of the company knew about the virus.
That's alright. 20 seconds on the clock. Let's see how our players are kind of what's in their minds here. Right now, Kian does not have the behind the mansion start kind of start here just unlocked just yet, so it kind of bars him a lot from all the kind of meta strategies here. So he's gonna maybe have to find some other way. Probably going up to the top. But here's our spin. It's Alexa Carlisle, Silence Pistol, and Mansion Guard. Probably what like as easy it can be. Just bring a Silence Pistol somewhere, or you could probably grab it from just outside the guard if you're doing like a really fast spin for free. And you could just run through it pretty fast, pretty clean. So, I mean, Muffin Man has the advantage of starting at the back of the house, just be able to easily just kind of speed through this. Kian has to find some other way. Looking to kind of go through some coins and maybe a durian, not a bad plan. Of course, Kian's gonna have to find some kind of way to also grab maybe the tokens or the case file up on top. Just to exit on the map, it is our side objective, so we'll see how that goes. I'm curious as Kian does not have any sedatives, so it's going to be a little bit tough for him to get around the map. But here we go. Deadly Muffin Man is approaching the kind of area here. Looks like he has a kind of a plan here. Does miss the butler, so he's going to have to kind of trank him somewhere or... Oh, okay, but gets caught. Unfortunate. It gives the Kian lead here. I'm not sure what Kian is doing. Looks like he's gonna just manually go up to the Alexa's office here, but has some trouble with the guards. They're not really in good spots. Maybe he could... Well, there is like kind of the railings around. You could kind of squeeze across ledges, but looks like Kian's gonna opt to use a durian here, but it doesn't break. It just rolls on the floor. That's crazy. I mean, I guess there's just... The guard's super confused that there's just a random green stinky fruit on the floor, and it's coming down to Kian to investigate that little peekaboo. So I mean, looks like Kian is gonna restart. That is kind of unfortunate for Kian, but that's all right. Deadly Muffin Man is back in his spot, has more time to kind of get this butler here. Nice clean trank for Muffin. Is running a bit too close to the butler, so is gonna get caught just grabbing the token. Typically you want to kind of run across to the right just so you have as much time as you can to just like let the waiters or butlers see the tranked guy and just like not care about you at all, but that's all right. Still got plenty of time to figure out our plan here. Looks like Kian is going to go investigate on the map. It is kind of a big map if you don't know, like if you haven't played this too much. Like there's a lot of kind of secret areas, like the house looks so similar compared to the like it's very easy to get lost if you don't know what if you haven't practiced this, but if you know a route, it's probably one of the easiest maps in the trilogy. Here we go. Muffin Man's back on the butler. Has the perfect shot. There we go. Has to carefully make his way over. Looks like Muffin is gonna wait for the butlers to see, but I don't think they really care. But it looks like they just barely saw the butler disguise, allowing Muffin to quickly go in. Kian unfortunately kind of gets caught trespassing in. It is going to go for a restart here, unfortunately. So kind of a rough just beginning for Kian. Having trouble just getting into the mansion. Meanwhile, I'm not sure what Deadly Muffin Man is doing, but looks like to be throwing a durian or something. Trying to get Alexa maybe sick, but that's kind of out of range. Oh, and that bodyguard is going to go straight for that body. So, I mean, it's kind of a mess here for Deadly Muffin Man. Is going to opt to go to trank Rebecca in the middle, or I think that's Rebecca in the middle of the room. Oh, it's kind of a sketchy place because he goes so much eyes and you're just grabbing some token here, but let's see how that goes. But he's sitting duck in the middle of the room. This whole area is gonna go yellow or white or whatever color it is. They're not gonna like you trespassing. It's kind of cooked for Deadly Muffin Man. It is gonna go for a restart in this case. At least he got all the tokens. But here we go. I mean, Kian's back up in the house, has kind of a routing over to the kind of the upstairs area. Has to get past a few more people here. There is the guard up on the top of the stairs, so Kian's gonna have to find some other way to kind of get up there. It is a bit tough because he's just looking straight down. Maybe he's gonna go for kind of like a throw distraction that might work. I think he's going to turn around just after kind of he calls in. Yep, there we go. But there are two people down the hall, which kind of makes it a little tough that he can't kind of KO the guard. He's just going to stand there and like, what is happening? Yeah. But it looks fine. Is maybe going to go use the Durian on this guard. I mean, you might as well. Just has that's just, the hard part is you just don't have access to kind of Carlisle now. You're gonna have to find some other way. But at least you have access to this upstairs area. It is what the heck? Why is that orange? I guess he did not like you trespassing in that area. That's crazy. But yeah, rough starts from both players. Like Kian's just having trouble getting to Carlisle, and Deadly Muffin Man is just having trouble kind of putting together this kind of backwards fast forward strat. But yeah, I mean, hindsight, it's gonna be an interesting one. I mean, both have kind of similar plans. They're just missing kind of key details on kind of their overall execution. I mean, Kian can do this. I don't know if he knows how to do an office ISO, especially since he doesn't really have like any tranks or any kind of thing to help him out kind of get Carlisle here, so it's gonna be rough. Meanwhile, Deadly Muffin Man is just I think he's missing on just where to a medic Carlisle. Just it looks like a good spot he could throw it right here. Looks like a oh, but she's kind of out of there. Maybe that might get her. We'll have to see in this. Oh, she's sick. There you go. So Carla is gonna go to the good bathroom. All Muffin has to do is just kind of shoot her and get the token while Rebecca is in the middle of the kind of room. It's not a very ideal position, but it is a position nonetheless. Please, just watch out for the guy. He is gonna go to the bathroom behind you. Looks like a nice shot from Deadly Muffin Man. Just has to not miss this shot. It can be a little tricky, but he's gonna play it smart. Just wait for Rebecca to stand still and just run in there. Good plan for Muffin. Meanwhile, Kian's just having so much time, just getting caught trespassing here. Oh, but the Deadly Muffin Man does too with the wait, never mind. Wow, okay, just at the last frame, she saw that maid saw the body of Rebecca there and just decided to panic, just giving Muffin just like the just by like maybe like one frame, enough time to just like you know, just able to run by. That's crazy. But that's the kill down for Muffin. Silence pistol just brought in. Has some trouble just kind of getting over to this hearse here. Just like a guard over there, two guards. They're kind of enforcing the disguise, so hopefully he can make it out before like nothing happens. Oh my god, we are okay. That was scary. Just managed to just barely kind of squeeze his body into that car just behind that guard. But that is a 2-minute 25 time, a pretty fast 7-minute 45 RTA, and that's his first win on Dartmoor, and it's a wonderful PB, I guess. But finally, we are moving on to Dubai as our last map here. Should be pretty fun. I mean, Dubai is also one of a pretty fast map, actually. Not as fast as potentially Dartmoor. I mean, it could be faster, but yeah, it's a pretty fun map. So in about 2 minutes 30 seconds, we should be getting to spin. Let's maybe check statistics to see how well we're doing on both of the plays here. The form is not looking too great for Muffin Man here, though, with 2 wins and 3 losses in the past 5 matches. So, I mean, depending on how kind of streak here, Kian can maybe make a comeback. I mean, we'll just have to see. But yeah, let's go back to our players. Let's see how they're kind of faring up. What are they thinking about this map? Okay. So Kian's kind of in the kind of main menu. Definitely Muffin Man looks to be often the kind of start art installation with the couple of dart guns and maybe looks like he's a shotgun gang kind of person. Maybe kind of predicting that. Not a bad plan. There are some shotgun spins sometimes. But overall, that kind of plan is really solid. Just having a crowbar just as a KO item. Blake is just such a versatile item on this map. You could get a lot of ISOs with that. And then Art Crew is just such a nice start too. You could get both targets really fast and really well kind of isolated pretty quickly. So should be great. One thing, maybe the argument of having a breacher would be better just because you could open up one door, but that's crowbar is not even that bad either. We'll have to see. That should be fun. Yeah, we'll be getting our spin in 10 seconds. Let's see what Mike has cooked up for us today. All right. But this is match point, so this should be fun. We have Carl Ingram Fire Axe as the event staff and Marcus Stuyvesant Falling Object as helicopter pilot. So, the Carl Ingram kill is fine. It's pretty standard, but the Marcus Stuyvesant kill can be a little bit tough, especially the Falling Object. Maybe kind of making there with helicopter pilot if you don't know what to do. It's not a hard kill in hindsight, but it just feels much harder than it actually should. Just because of there's just one NPC that just stands there underneath the Falling Object at like the worst time, so you kind of gotta distract him. But as long as you can kind of get up there and just like shoot it or crowbar it down with, I guess Deadly Muffin Man has that crowbar he brought in to kind of do that. I guess that gives him an advantage. Should be okay, I guess. But it looks like Deadly Muffin Man is gonna stick to his pre-plan. Probably gonna go kind of. I'm not sure what he's gonna do actually. Maybe just gonna isolate Carl first and kind of grab the helicopter pilot and kind of squeeze a Falling Object here somewhere. I don't know. But you probably want to do the Marcus Stuyvesant kill first, just because the Falling Object is time gated. Like you could, the earliest opportunity to kind of get the Falling Object kill is through the speaker just outside. That's the one I was talking about earlier at like 1 minute 20 something. But there is a few more strats. You could get a cloud in the art crew area, or you could do like the most based kind of lockdown kind of layer up to the penthouse with a meeting, but it is pretty slow. So I mean, Muffin's gonna have to kind of outweigh what he wants to do and just kind of see which one's faster for him. But it looks like he's gonna just isolo Carl first. Meanwhile, Kian is gonna do something different, opting to grab the Fire Axe first and just preparing to kind of go up to Carl and get that kill first, since it is one of the easier kills, of course. I'm not sure what. Ooh, okay, that's kind of smart from Kian, using a Durian just to kind of stall Marcus, perhaps, maybe for the Falling Object later on. I mean, it gives him plenty of time to kind of isolate Carl before kind of Marcus comes back, but he's going to be in a kind of awful position afterwards. I don't know if he's going to route back here. But either way, he's gonna have to go through the art crew station level gallery, which is not a bad area, but barely gets caught with the axe going back down. I thought he would be safe, but I guess just like his little bald head kind of gave him away, and he got caught. So that's gonna be a restart from Kian. That gives Deadly Muffin Man a bit of valuable time to kind of squeeze all these kills together. Muffin Man is gonna let Marcus kind of walk around, I guess, though. Maybe opting to grab the Kyle kill first and kind of waiting around for Marcus. I mean, it's an option, of course, but he is going to have to wait for Marcus to kind of walk around if he's going to leave him out too long. He has like a 7-minute cycle, I believe, so that's going to be a little bit tough to kind of go around if you're like, what the heck? Okay, Kian. I don't know what he's ripping to, but it is an awkward kind of cycle if he is opting to wait. Marcus is in a terrible spot, if so. But as long as like Kian can like, well, sorry, Deadly Muffin Man can just like one attempt this spin before like Kian can. I mean, that's all good. Like, what matters is you complete the spin and complete it, you shall. Oh, Deadly Muffin actually has Marcus isolated. Never mind. Okay, you could just like drag kind of Marcus into this hallway and just like get a falling object kill. As long as he KOs all the guys, it shouldn't be too bad. Actually, that's a pretty easy kind of area. Takes a bit of time, but it should be all right. And both players have very similar routing here, opting to go up to Carl. Okay, never mind. We are diverging paths. Deadly Muffman opting to bring the fire axe down, I guess. Maybe opening this door. It is not going to stay open unless you have something. So, I mean, unless he could sprint through the door before it closes, unfortunately, it will not. He's going to have to find some other way to get up with the fire axe. I mean, okay, we are going with the fire axe. I mean, to be honest, you might as well just, like, ISO that area if you're just going to blow through there, since, like, you know, you're going to have to do that for the falling kill anyways. Kian opting to go for the middle, kind of ladder kind of ISO. I do not like this one. I'm not. But yeah, it's probably the most riskiest and most inconsistent Carl ISO ever. I'm not a big fan, but it is what it is. Meanwhile, Deadly Muffin Man gets the first kill off the map with the Fire Axe event staff on Carl Ingram. That's going to be the first. Congrats, Deadly Muffin Man. But still has to go for one of the harder kills. Of course, grabbing the helicopter pilot is pretty easy. You just kind of run over to this helipad right up here where Deadly Man is going and just whack him in the head. But, and you just kind of not hope he just kind of glitches in the helicopter like a certain Luke Dog. Oh, but Deadly Muffman is going to uncharted territory here. Okay, never mind. I think he realized it's just a whack away from grabbing the helicopter disguise. But I'm kind of curious to see how he's going to kind of get this falling object kill. The helicopter pilot is trespassing downstairs near the speaker, so it is kind of awkward disguise to kind of grab here. But okay, Deadly Muffin Man is going to be extra safe, opting to leg the helicopter pilot in this corner. I mean, sure thing. It works. But that's the disguise down. Meanwhile, Kian is going to try for this middle ladder for the second time. Going for Durian. I mean, that's one guard down. Still has to worry about the other ones, which can be a little bit finicky. There are two. They are in the worst positions. I mean, I guess the left one only. He's the one who cares the most. I don't know if he has a trank or not. Oh, that guard is poking him. He might get a peekaboo here. Well, probably, actually, very much so. They are coming. Oh, that guy is coming. Oh, please, Kian, run. Okay. There we go. Safe. He is going to come back, though. I don't know. Whoa. Kian is maybe going to go for a seeker through the kind of grating. I don't know if that's going to work. That is usually kind of like a solid object, but Kian is getting peekaboos everywhere. Okay. Meanwhile, Deadly Muffman is kind of slowly trickling through these guards, kind of getting out of the way. That seems like a good plan, just to kind of clear out this area. Should be pretty good for Muffin. Who else is here? I think there's one art crew kind of person. I don't know where he is. He might be down. Yeah, I have no idea, but there is one more guard too as well. Just down the hall. But once those three are clear, it should be good to just kind of drag Marcus down here. So, like, it's looking pretty good for Muffin. Just has to not miss the speaker, of course. That's two people down for Muffin. Meanwhile, Kian? I don't know what's happening to Carl here. I think he might be about to go up. He should be going up to his penthouse pretty soon, yeah. He is about to walk. But, oh, he's going that way. Did he get him sick? Oh, but he's gonna get a big whoosh here. And from behind. Oh my god. Everywhere whoosh. Well, he's got to go up quickly. That guy is going to see him from far away and gets caught up or gets pincered. by like the guard above and behind. Unfortunate for Kian. Nice try though, man. Meanwhile, Deadly Muffin has one more guard to take care of. It's just this guy here. Once he's just KO'd, I think this corridor should be pretty free and easy to kind of drag ISO Marcus over, and he should be good. Of course, I think Deadly Muffin Man is going to be opting to be extra safe here. Draking this guard, he is kind of glitching through that floor. You can see kind of by the arm movement of 47 is just going crazy. Like, they're jittering all over the place. He's kind of in the floor, you know? But he's out of the way. Just got to drag Marcus over, so pretty good. Why is he sticking out of the door like that? All right. But here we go. Just under the speaker, I think barely. Yep. It looks good, I think. Maybe point your pistol up just to double check. I am not sure. That looks a bit off. It's a bit off from the speaker. Okay, there we go. Looking good. Nice to see. All right, just have to shoot it. This is a real. Please don't kill yourself. That thing has a big radius. Okay, we are gonna be extra safe. Thank you, Muffin. Thank you for hearing my cries. Oh, and you need to disguise too. That's a very, very important. Don't want to forget that. All right, but here we go. I know that speaker has a pretty funky hitbox on where you could shoot it, so it's gonna. You have to kind of shoot it in the middle back area. Can that kind of like T-bone connector here? Looks like Muffin knows. Kinda. Yeah, that's a clean shot. Marcus is down with the falling object, just has to exit, and it looks okay. I love boxes. Yay! But it's looking like a clean sweep for Muffin, fishing with a 10-minute and 29 time. Faster than I thought it would for this, and that's going to be a new PB for Muffin. Congrats. And the match. Well done. Unfortunately, that's not going to be enough for Kian to kind of catch up here. There's still a lot to do. Marcus is, I don't know where, Carl is puking, and the speaker is gone. So unfortunately, that's going to not be enough time for Kian to catch up. But very well done performance. It was a good try. But yeah, let's check out our brackets to see what's coming up for our next matches. Well, actually, standings actually. So we got 5 players advancing. We got Infafun, Greyori, Deep Stack, Moo, Pajero coming up. And then we have our finals kind of actually 16 are almost kind of set in stone. Kind of depends on what the Froat Afro match is coming up soon, but it should be pretty interesting. Of course, I think if Froat wins, Froat advances, Afro wins, Afro advances, and if they tie, I Like Hitman is a limit. Oh, I Like Hitman goes through, so it should be fun. All right, let's check our upcoming matches then. So we have Falcon versus Fuse K in Santa Fortuna and Marrakesh in about 9 hours. Afro versus Froat with the big match in 12 hours. Infafun versus Pajero in 13, and a whole bunch more coming up soon. So tomorrow's going to be a huge jam-packed day for Roulette. I think Mika has a big kind of event going on. It's like, what is it? Mika's Match Bonanza. So that's going to be pretty fun to see. There's going to be a whole kind of bunch of match kind of showcases until the kind of bracket draw. So that's going to be a fun time for tomorrow. So stay tuned for that. That should be fun. But other than that, that's going to be it from me. Thank you for Mr. Mike for kind of silent casting this and admitting. It's a wonderful job. Congrats to our players for playing the match. Congrats to Deadly Muffin Man for winning. A nice try from Kian. Unfortunately, they are out of the tournament, but either way, they played great today. And that's it. Thank you all for joining me, and I'll see you later. Bye!